Chica, chica. Chica. Ska, 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 ska. Chica. Ska, ska, ska. Kathleen. It's Thankful and Naughty Mickey. Lucky Ducky. Ska, 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 ska. Petey, ska, 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 ska. Petey, ska, 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 ska. Chill. Tingle. Welcome. It's Izzy Pop. Hey, Izzy Pop. Ska, 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 ska. It's Thankful Tingles. And Kim Maple, sir. Welcome to the show. And Jonica's good. They're coming in. Share it out. Curator Tingles. It's Vegas Paranormal. Welcome to the show. That mic hot. Paradox Fossils. I'd like to welcome you to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Tonight, we're going to be reading part 2 of Bonnie and Clyde, Scully and Izzy Pop. Ska. Well, all right, PD Tingles. How you doing? I don't know if you're one of the ones today saying they were going to email me. But if you tried, I did not get anything from you, love. Well, all right. You're coming in. Izzy Pop. Let's give a big hand for Izzy. Hey, Izzy. Izzy Pop. Song bits Laura. How's that sound? Pretty good?
Is the music too loud, y'all?
I kind of feel like it's not loud enough almost. Let's see what everybody says real quick. Y'all like the sound of the music? I'm just drifting. Kim Maple syrup.
Hey, PD Vegas. Jonica. Rosaline. Rosaline says it's good.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, Thankful. Paradox Fossils.
It's Rosaline. Hey, darling. AKA the Cheshire Cat. She's one of our stars of the show, Alice in Wonderland. Welcome, darling. Psychedelic Spellbreaker.
Hater Tot.
Or Tater Tot. Tater Tingles.
Right there. Traders. Tater Tots.
Tater Tingles. There. Kathleen. Kat, you ready for this? Long awaited part 2?
No, she said wait longer.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Izzy, not Lizzie. But hello, Thankful.
Yeah, we got a good one planned for you tonight.
So who ready?
You get to kick it off too, don't you?
That's what I hear. I think you get to do a little narrating beforehand, like one sentence, if if you dare.
um,
You
you
don't
know
even know where
what?
you
I
are.
had I had my script pulled up, but now it's suddenly gone. So let me see if
God,
I can't find that again. Why
I have to do
did you this to
everything.
myself?
I
Oh
have to do
my god,
everything.
I had it loaded up too a minute ago. That's crazy. Um, okay. Oh
It's
no, that's not it. That's not it. Leave Bonnie.
page 49, right before you get to 50. I tell you, I could be a diva. Just keep on.
I suddenly cannot find the script. Am I losing my mind? Oh my god, I had it loaded up and ready to go.
Oh my God,
Bonnie,
y'all.
can you
Cut,
believe
cut,
that?
cut. Lord have
Hmm,
mercy. Oh,
I cannot find it. What the heck? Um,
you look in your old emails you sent to me.
I am looking in the sent file. I had it. That's how I found it before. Um,
Do I need to send it back?
maybe so.
Oh my God,
Just so I
people.
don't
What
lose my mind real quick, huh? Burnt
nothing,
flowers. Burnt
nothing
flowers
can help that.
falling. Send it back to me real quick.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I had it loaded up. Man, like, where did it go? It's all ready to go. Kintsugi ska, grubby goat, goat tingles. Kathleen, Kathleen.
Yeah, you're not going to be yelling at me because I'm trying to do this quick as I can. I know you're getting ready to say, why ain't you said it yet? Like, it's not my fault, dude.
I don't know. I suddenly can't function at all, so I don't know what I'd do without you.
Oh no, not function at all. Okay, it would be an inbox for me. Oh Lord,
Naughty Nicky.
what have you done? You better talk to them.
Manic Mouth 420. Ska, BD. Kintsugi Ska. Welcome to the show.
Mail.
Here we go.
I don't know why I'm sending you mail on President's Day. Shouldn't get email
Mhm.
today. Hey, Manic Mouth and Grubby Goat. While we wait on Slowpoke here. Hey, Kim and Suji.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Sasquatch. Hey, Sasquatch. He's messing up too.
Grubby
He messes up
goat.
when I'm up here.
Ska.
I don't know. Hey, Mom knows. I must do something. I don't know. You'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
We enter the interior of the garage apartment. It's a close up of Bonnie seated in the living room.
it's called The Ballad of Suicide Sal. We each of us have a good alibi for being down here in the joint, but few of them really are justified if you get right down to the point. You've heard of a woman's glory being spent on downright cur.
You write all that by yourself.
You want to hear this or not?
As she reads, the camera pans around the room, picking out everyone's reaction. Clyde is looking and listening seriously. Buck is grinning. CW is blank. Blanche is in the kitchen cooking.
Still, you can't always judge the story as true being told by her. Now, Sal was a gal of rare beauty, though her features were coarse and tough.
Yeah, I knew her. She was cockeyed and had a hair lip and no teeth. Bonnie flashes him a look that could kill. He shuts up fast. She continues.
Now, Sal was a gal of rare beauty, though her features were coarse and tough. She never once faltered from duty to play on the up and up.
Still listening. Clyde gets up from his chair and walks slowly past the living room windows. The camera, angled slightly above him, sees down the street. We see two police cars quietly pulling up. One of them parks sideways in the driveway to block escape from the garage. The other stays on the street. Clyde turns and looks out the window.
Sal told me this tale on the evening before she was turned out free, and I'll do my best to relate it just as she told it to me.
It's the law. As soon as Clyde calls out, Blanche drops the frying pan on the floor and begins screaming.
Ah.
The exterior of the garage apartment at day. Ska, 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 ska. Izzy Pop. Ska, ska, ska. Izzy Pop. Ska, ska, ska. That's your cue for narration, remember?
Oh yeah, yes. Okay. Shh. The police down the stairs into the garage. We followed them with a handheld camera tracking rapidly. Ex Exterior street day. Blanche, however, in utter panic, just runs right right out the front door and begins running down the quiet residential street, going nowhere, anywhere.
Pindar.
Exterior garage apartment Dave. Buck, crouching, shooting with one hand, gets the garage door open. A policeman fires. Buck fires back, and the cop falls dead in the street. Buck, firing, dashes to the police car, blocking their escape, and releases a hand brake. Clyde, Bonnie, and CW leap into their car, gun to motor, still shooting madly. Two more police fall dead or wounded. One policeman is hurled through a fence by the blast of a sawed-off shotgun. Buck
Damn.
jumps into the car with the others. Now they begin to bump the police car with their car. The police car picks up speed as they push it, and it tears into the street right at the group firing police. The gang's car turns the street toward the running Blanche. Bonnie and Clyde are in the front, Buck and CW in the back, firing at the police. The car pulls alongside the wildly running Blanche. The back door is flung open, and in this almost the style of a
Shush.
cartoon, two hands reach out and lift her off her feet, pull her into the car. They speed away.
And we cut to the interior of the car in the day. It's the inside, and they're speeding, and Blanche is hysterical. CW is still firing out the window. The pursuing police car's driver is shot, and the car crashes into a tree. The gang is not being pursued now, but Clyde is driving at 90. Blanche is moaning and crying. Bonnie in front turns around furiously.
Damn it, you almost got us killed. What did I do wrong? I suppose you'd be happier if I got shot. Yeah, it would have saved us all a lot of trouble. Buck, don't let that woman talk to me like that. Psst, psst, psst.
You shouldn't have done it, Blanche. It's a dumb thing to do.
Please, Buck, I didn't marry you to see you get shot up. Please, let's go. Let's get out of here and leave. Make him stop the car and let us out.
I can't kill man. We're in this now.
Please, please. Shut
Shut up.
up. Just shut.
Shut up, you big mouth.
No.
At least that do that will you shut up. Cut it out, Bonnie. Bonnie is affronted and Blanche continues sobbing.
Stop the car. I want to talk to you.
Without a word, Clyde stops the car.
Exterior roadside day. Bonnie and Clyde get out and walk 15 feet away from the car. Both are irritated and touchy. Camera follows them.
What is this?
Get rid of her.
Can't do that. She's Buck's wife.
Get rid of both of them then.
Why? What's the matter with you anyway?
She's what's the matter with me. A damn stupid backcountry hick without a brain in her head. She ain't nothing but prunes and proverbs.
When you make any better, what you make any better? What you make so damn special? You just a West Dallas waitress who spent half your time picking up truck drivers. This hits home with Bonnie. He has said the unforgivable.
You talk to me like that? Big Clyde Barrow, just the same as your brother, an ignorant and uneducated hillbilly. Only special thing about you is your peculiar ideas about lovemaking, which is no lovemaking at all.
And Clyde stiffens. The two of them stand silent and tense, almost quivering with anger. They have stripped each other raw. Clyde turns and looks back at the car. Everyone is waiting, watching them. He breathes a deep sigh, like a man counting to 10 to hold his temper. Look, Bonnie! He can't finish. We close on Bonnie. She drops her head into her hand for a moment, comes up a little more relaxed. She looks at Clyde and her eyes reflect a realization of the pain she has inflicted on him. She softens.
Clyde, honey, I didn't mean all that, honey. Blame it on all that shooting. I just felt so bad. Sure enough, Clyde?
Okay, honey. Let's get moving. He turns and begins walking back to the car. Bonnie walks alongside him. Only a few steps back, she regains all her dignity and acts aloof from the others waiting for her. She reaches the car. Clyde opens her door for her and she gets in like a great lady. He walks round to his side, gets in, and they drive off.
Wide shot, exterior car day. A very wide shot. We see Clyde's car driving along a wooded road. For a moment, that is all we see. Then we should become aware that far off in the distance is another car. It's following Clyde's. Close, rural mailbox on the opposite side of the road. Clyde's car swings across the road, and Clyde, who is driving, snatches a newspaper which protrudes from the mailbox and hands it into the car. They drive out of the shot. Camera holds soon the following car enters the shot. The man driving is a Texas Ranger. He drives slowly. He drives out of the shot. Interior, Clyde's car. Buck is reading from the paper.
Hey, y'all. Listen to this here. Law enforcement officers throughout the Southwest are frankly amazed at the way in which will-o'-the-wisp bandit Clyde Barrow and his yellow-haired companion, Bonnie Parker, continue to elude their would-be captors. since engaging the police in a gun battle on the streets of Joplin, Missouri, and staying 3 off their number.
Oh, Lord. We notice
Barrow
Clyde is
gang been
wincing.
reported as far west as White Clay, White City, New Mexico, as far as North Chicago. They've been credited with robbing the Mesquite Bank in the aforementioned White City, the JJ Laundry Oil Refinery in Arp, Texas, the Sanger City National Bank in Denton, Texas, on 3 different occasions. Look at that. In addition to these robberies, the fast traveling Barrows have been rumored to have had a hand in robbing the 2 Piggly Wiggly stores in Texas and 1 A&P store in Missouri. Though Chief Percy Hammond, who first identified Clyde Barrow's brother, Buck, as a member of the gang, expressed some doubt that these last robberies were committed by the Barrow gang alone.
Go on.
Clyde, we ain't gotten to see no restroom another 30 miles. Why don't you just stop here?
Clyde looks relieved. Exterior wooded area day. He pulls the car to a stop, gets out, and goes off into the woods. We watch him vanish behind the trees. Interior of the car. Buck still scanning the newspaper.
Hey now, here's some. Listen here, lone cop arrests 2 officers in hunt for Barrow. Police officer Howard Anderson's heart turned faster than his motorcycle when he forced the side of the road a roaring black V8 sedan. It was 3 men and a blonde-haired woman yesterday afternoon.
Everybody laughs as Buck continues to read, his voice remaining on the soundtrack. The camera goes outside the car and pulls back, way back, to reveal a police car quietly driving up behind the car. The car stops a good distance away, and one man gets out, the only occupant of the car. He is tall, dressed in the uniform of the Texas Ranger. He draws his gun and slowly approaches the car from the rear. On the soundtrack, Buck's voice continues as we see all this taking place.
When he saw several machine guns in the car, he was certain he caught Clyde Barrow, Bonnie Parker, and maybe Buck Barrow and the third unidentified member of the gang. It took a lot of telephoning and explaining to convince the motorcycle cop that his captives were 2 highway patrolmen and a blonde-haired stenographer from Highway Patrol. You know, he, in the meantime, sorry.
In the meantime, on screen, the lawman is slowly approaching the back of the car. Suddenly, cut to shot of Clyde coming out of the woods behind the lawman. His gun is tucked in his pants. In a second, he sees what is happening. Buck's voice is continuing.
Anderson was held up as an example for every other Texas police officer today. That was a mighty brave thing, explained Highway Patrolman Chief L. Winston.
Clyde whips out his gun. The following scene is played exactly like a classic fast draw in a heroic Western.
Sheriff.
Bryce spins around. Both men fire instantly, but Clyde has the draw on him and the aim. The gun goes flying from the sheriff's hand, and a really razzle-dazzle display of grandstand marksmanship from Clyde. Immediately, the gang leaps from the car and surrounds the man, guns drawn.
Boy, what a shot, Clyde. Sweet Jesus, I never seen shoot nothing like that. The gang grabs the man and takes his handcuffs from his belt. Clyde makes him lean on the car's hood, arms extended, legs spread while he frisks him. In general, everyone is excited over the capture. Bonnie takes the sheriff's gun and delicately places it on the radiator grill like an object of art. Well now, get a load of this. I want y'all to know we are in custody of the Captain Frank Bryce, and Frank here is a Texas Ranger. There's a reverse angle on across the hood, so Bryce's face, not visible to Clyde or anyone else behind him, is in the foreground. His gnarled, powerful hands tremble slightly on the hood. as though they might crinkle the metal like so much tissue paper. His eyes stare toward camera relentlessly, unblinking, but without passion. They are shark's eyes. They witness much carnage, devoured it, and are still wide open for more. Sure enough, Clyde. Say that, peacemaker. I believe you got your spurs all tangled up. You're in Missouri, you know that. You didn't know you was in Missouri. He lost. This here's Texas Ranger. He ain't lost. Them banks is offering extra reward money for us. Frank figured on easy pickings, didn't you? Didn't you? Nah, you ain't hardly doing your job, Texas Ranger. You ought to be home looking at the rights of poor folks, not out chasing after us. He suddenly hefts Bryce's huge bulk onto the fender. Scuss, 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 scuss. Easy there, Clyde. Why take it so personal? Record law is one thing, but this here bounty hunting, we got to discourage that. Like how, Clyde? Shooting. Hanging. Reaction, Bonnie carefully gauging the moment to intervene.
Take his picture.
Clyde's not sure he heard right. Neither is CW. Take his picture.
Then we'll let the newspapers have it so everyone can see Captain Frank Bryce of the Texas Rangers with the Barrow Gang, and all being just as friendly as pie.
Yeah.
We about the friendliest folks in the world. Texas Ranger waves his big old gun at us, and we just welcome him like he's one of our own.
But get the Kodak. Hot dog. We're mightily proud to have a Texas Ranger in the family. Bryce is obviously not pleased with the turn of events. Following dialogue is overlapped, ad-libbed, etc. A sense of mounting glee at the kind of vengeance they are going to exact. New angle. Buck is fiddling with the camera, setting up the shot with Clyde. Buck's following speech should be heard. Background to Clyde's speech below it. Keep him set up on the hood. There's more to the sun like that. Yeah, like that. When all his ranger friends see this, I bet he's gonna wish he was dead. See what come with your mischief, not doing your job. Down in Duncanville last year, poor farmers kept the laws away from us with shotguns. You're supposed to be protecting them from us, and they protecting us from you. Oh, come on now, Clyde. You and Bonnie first. Move into him right close, right friendly. All righty. Don't move now here. Clyde grandly puts up an arm on Bryce's shoulder. Bonnie looking up admiringly from the other side. Buck takes the picture. Bonnie immediately hops onto the hood next to Bryce.
How's this, Captain Bryce and you found friend?
She coyly loosens his tie, touses his hair, and plants a big kiss on him while still ogling the camera. Yeah. Quick, Buck, get it. I'm getting it.
Quite suddenly, Bryce, whose simmering intensity we should be more sensitive to than the gang is, spits on Bonnie. Bonnie half screams in disgust, but Clyde is on top of Bryce in a flash, half strangling on his own fury. He pulls Bryce off the fender by a handcuff, spinning him around crazily like a lasso. Bryce is literally ricocheted off the car by the force, and with Clyde hanging on by, by the cuffs, plummets down the embankments to the sandy beach below. Both men falling, spinning. Bryce rises shakily. He tries to walk away. Clyde grabs him again by the handcuffs and hurls him out into the water. Bryce smacks into a tree stump poking out of the shallows and goes down. Clyde is on top of him. Meanwhile, Buck has rushed down into the water, tries to pull Clyde off Bryce.
I got the picture. I got the picture. Let me be. Let me be.
Bryce reaches the surface and Clyde tries to throw him into deeper water. He hitches Bryce over a moldy skiff, knocking aside one of the oars. Buck upends Bryce into the skiff and kicks it spinning. Clyde picks up an oar and hurls it like a boomerang, ass over end at the skiff. It kicks up a spray.
I got the picture.
Reaction: Clyde waist deep, breathing heavily.
Uh, all right, all right. We got you here. Remember your face. We got it. We got you. We got you. We got you.
Bryce, battered and handcuffed, stares back with mindless malice from the lazily spinning skiff to the hysterical specter of Clyde, screaming his madness from across the water.
We dissolve
Inside the
to the
bank,
interior of the bank. In contrast to the previous in that bank robbery scene, this one goes on admirably well. The gang performing slickly and without a hitch. As they enter, dripping wet, Clyde makes a general announcement to everyone in the bank. This is the Barrow Gang. Everybody just take it easy and nobody will get hurt. Clyde covers the door and Bonnie and Buck go to the teller's cages and get money. Buck goes inside, emptying out the cash drawers. We cut to Bonnie filling the sack. Cut to a close up of a burglar alarm button. Slowly, a hand crawls up the wall and a finger slowly moves to push the button. The finger's about 1 inch away. Suddenly, a gun appears in the frame and is gently tapping the hand away. Camera pulls back to reveal Buck smiling at a lady teller. Don't do nothing silly now. Cut to Clyde standing near the door, training his guns on the entire bank. The farmer stands a few feet away, some bills clutched in his hand. That your money or the bank's? It's mine. Keep it then. Across the floor, the bank guard in the corner takes advantage of Clyde's distraction to go for his gun. Clyde spots it and fires a shot that just knocks the bank guard's hat off without harming him. Next time, I'm gonna aim a little lower. They finish robbing the bank. They start to exit. Near the door stands a guard with his hands raised. He wears sunglasses. As they leave, Buck snatches the sunglasses from the guard's head. Get a good look at us. We're the Barrow Boys. Scott.
exterior bank day. The gang runs wildly into the street where the car waits, motor running. As they leap into the car, Buck throws his sunglasses into Blanche's lap. Happy.
Happy
Mm.
birthday.
They zoom off. Shots are heard. Bonnie, Buck, and Clyde begin firing at the bank guards who are pursuing them. The guards fire back. Close up, Blanche sitting in the back seat with her fingers stuck tightly in her ears, eyes shut, trying to overcome her panic. A funny image, but one that also awakens pity. The next sequence is carried out in cross-cutting. The street in front of the bank, police cars pull up, and the excited crowd gestures in the direction of the departed gang. Siren starts.
Cool. You doing all right? You need to take a break or anything?
No, I'm fine.
Everybody enjoying that out there? Say hey to a few people real quick.
Go ahead.
There's bottle caps, DWP popcorns come in, JJ Little Show. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Sweet Katie. Hey, Katie Scott. The wanted to thank the Cheshire Cat for becoming a member as well. Saw that popping up. My sister's voice. Welcome. Popcorn Tangle. Scott. Kathleen.
Chris, I see you. Hey, popcorn. Oh, I'm sorry.
Popcorn. No, you go ahead too.
Hey, Pendor. Shout out,
Hey,
Pendor.
Pendor Pop.
Shh, don't tell her that.
Well, wait, that's not Pendor Pop.
Pendor Pop Rocks.
Oh my goodness.
Well, she started it. I'm just finishing it. Cat. Say my name, woman. I did. Cat.
How do you say this?
This is awesome. Chris, that's Chris in Italy.
Hey, Chris in Italy. Krista.
Yep.
Kristitska.
I called her Chris for so long, and then I realized it was Italy. She's Italian. Hey, JJ.
Signorino. Take just like a little breather for a second.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Chill.
I'm so nervous. Oh.
I know. Doesn't she need to calm down? We're
I'm just so nervous.
I know.
I can't help it. Hey, Daggerspell. Said it wrong.
Tingles.
Forgive me.
I love this song.
Hello, JJ.
Slow jazz there. Traders.
Thank you, Kim. You're biased.
PD.
Oh, I'm PD's whole solar system. I love you, PD.
PD, you did a great live earlier today.
I watched some of it. Yeah. She knows I was there.
I get, when she holds the card up to the camera, I get like a single wave brain tingle from that. Just like.
Yeah. Thank you, Grubby Goat. I can do that too. Look at that. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Hands off the buttons.
Still out there, Steve-O? Burnt flowers falling. That's my Mad Hatter for the show. I'm about to kick those drums back in a second there.
Talking to me?
Yeah, I needed to take a breather for a second myself. You can lose your breath reading these lines, That's crazy.
Did you start that up?
Sweet Katie. No, you had it on loop, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, I did. I did it right. I did it.
Maple
Sweet Katie.
Tingles. Maple tingles.
You love how Petey loves how you say Jonica's name. Jonica I even do it now. Can I just get a recording of him saying nothing but Jonica over and over again?
We're gonna start making a little, we talked about that.
$5. Thank you, Katie.
$5. Listen to you.
$5.
3 for $2.99. 3 for $5.
No. Hey, my sister's voice. See how he does me?
Tingles.
Sister Tingles. That sounds inbred as hell. Quit saying it's Sister Tingles. Say voice tingles.
Jonica,
Ugh,
Jonica,
corn. Popcorn's putting out the popcorn. God, it drunks
Grub
and
go.
liking me.
Popcorn lighting it up out there.
Member perks? That's right, Catlin. I've been trying to tell him. He does have member perks that do state that. He's a busy man and don't even know it. So are we. I'm happy to see a lot of people here tonight.
Get a good sip of this coffee. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can put banners up and all that.
Yes, I can. I know it doesn't sound right, my sister's voice, when he says Sister Tingles. That's why I told him to stop. It's same voice tingles.
Oh my god! Right. Right.
Yeah, I fixed it. Hopefully, there won't be any more problems until the next time.
Did you show them the what do you call it? The pictures we have.
I'm not a manager. Are you kidding?
What?
Do what?
You
She
show
said.
them?
She said you're a good manager.
Look,
Izzy, I'm
here's
not a
Bonnie and
manager.
Clyde. Look,
Oh yeah, look at that.
you like
Cool.
that? I made that.
Pretty cool.
How does that work?
Thank you, Catlin. To put Izzy Pop up, I really enjoyed the tiger video. I've been looking for a tiger video, Izzy Pop. Did you see one on my page?
What's that?
I was answering JJ.
Oh, okay. Oh, these dang earphones, man. I'm just about ready.
You sure you don't need to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I kind of do, actually.
Go ahead, I'll take over.
We're not in any hurry. Just hang on a second.
Go. Oh yeah.
I got to take
All right,
it one
y'all.
step at a time.
Okay, thank you, JJ. Shorts has a.
Oh,
Shorts
you're like the
has
best
a.
host in the world, man. You could take over anybody's stream for a minute and
Just
hey, there's
go.
Weekend RVing. Hey, naughty
Hey,
Nikki.
go to the bathroom.
That's a really cool channel. Like they
Oh,
got like
jeez.
travel around and do the the
Bow chicka wow
camper
wow.
life and
Naughty says. Bow chicka wow wow. Go to the bathroom.
wow, chica mow mow wow.
No, go. You
Hang
can't
on,
even say it
I'll be
right.
right back. All right,
Bow chicka wow wow. Yeah, go. Jeez. I guess he's scared I'm gonna do something to him. Yeah, go pee. I guess he thinks I'm gonna do something to his chat. Hey, we can hide stuff from him. Izzy's an amazing host. She's going to host me again soon. Yes, I am. We're gonna figure out when. When your ass is up is when. When you're awake. Let's prank Scully. Yeah. Run around and spray graffiti all over the chat room walls. See if he notices it when he gets back. We can laugh and he won't even know why we're laughing. I just told you what to do, Catlin. Spray paint the walls in the chat room. How's everyone hit that like to support Izzy and Scully? I don't know. We need to call them all out one by one. Popcorn, did you hit that like? Katie, did you hit that like? Sister's voice, did you? Catlin, did you? Petey Connects, you better have. JJ, did you hit that like? Kim Maple, I know you hit that like. Weekend or Vian, hit that like. See who else we got. I don't see Anybody different? Get back up and chat. So they must have already hit it. Hopefully y'all did too. Thank you, Sister's Voice. Thank you, everyone. I did, Katie. I called them all out. Brenda Larky, Izzy Wizzy, Scully in chat. Good to see you, Brenda. Brenda, did you hit that like? Jonica. Okay, as long as you hit that like. Thankful, hit that like. Awesome. All of y'all are awesome. Kim is more awesome than most people. Petey is my solar system. Cat is my moon. Pindar, did you hit that like? I don't know where Pindar ran off to, but she probably hit the like. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Petey, you better do it. What is wrong with you? What is wrong? Y'all better be hitting that like.
Okay, I'm back.
I knew you did. Okay. I'm hearing. Yes,
yeah,
I did. Awesome.
the art of hydrating and without having to go stop your stream and go pee a quart. Oh my God.
How about Uranus? But that's okay. I took care of things.
How about Uranus? Uranus.
It's just fine.
What y'all been talking about? I've been gone like 2 minutes.
But, well, Petey sprayed graffiti all over the chat room walls while you was gone.
Okay.
Pour me another. Hello, Mr.
PD
Scully.
getting riled up. Tingles, tingle, 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 tingle.
Look, pour me another.
Brain tingles begin. Scuss, cuss, 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 cuss.
Say hello.
Scuss, cuss, 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 cuss. Where are we at?
Say hello to pour me another. Just came in.
Dear, pour me another.
He will oh my God.
Pour me another.
Interior card. Game card day.
Pour me tangles. I think we're in the interior of the game car in the day. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they hear a siren in the far distance. Kick it in the pants, CW. We gotta make that state line. Can't get more than this out of the Plymouth. We cut to the interior of the bank. The gang has left a legacy of celebrity behind. We see the bank guard whose hat was shot off being interviewed by a reporter. He is seated in a chair, his shirt open at the collar, and a woman teller is fanning him. Then he saw me going for my gun. Clyde Barrow himself. And suddenly I was staring into the face of death.
Tisk, tisk.
The photographer steps in.
Just look this way, Mr. Hawkins.
The bank guard hurriedly buttons up his collar and smiles as the flashbulb goes off. We cut to the exterior of the game car.
Still speeding along, the siren more distant. Cut to interior bank.
Lost my place. The bank president and the policeman are posing for that classic picture where both stand flanking a bullet hole in the wall and point proudly at it. The flashbulb goes off. We cut to the interior of the police car. Two men in police uniforms following Bonnie and Clyde.
Step on it, Randolph. We gotta catch them before they reach the state line.
We cut to the interior of the bank.
The farmer is describing Bonnie and Clyde to passersby who dote on him as though he just had contact with a portion of the troop cross. Farmer is aware of his position.
Clyde? He looked real clean, Bonnie. She too much lady ever be caught with a cigar in her mouth. I don't care what you heard before. I saw him right here not 20 minutes ago. Now all I can say is they did right by me. And I'm bringing me a mess of flowers to their funeral.
We cut to the interior of the gang car. Car slows up perceptibly as Clyde says,
Okay, relax. We're in Oklahoma now. Slow down.
We cut to the interior of the police car.
Turn around. Don't waste no more gas.
Ain't we going to catch them?
Hell, they over the state line. That's out of our jurisdiction.
Why don't we get them anyway?
I ain't gonna risk my life in Oklahoma. That's their problem.
Exterior car. Now the gang's car is seen traveling down a long, narrow country road surrounded by cornfields. They get out, taking the various bags of money with them, and dump the lot on the hood. There is not an impressive amount of money.
Hell, that ain't much, is it? Time's hard. Well, let's get it. Let's get to it.
He begins dealing and splitting the money out on the hood of the car as they gather around.
This is Clyde Barrow. Buck Barrow, Bonnie Parker, CW. Clyde, Buck, Bonnie, CW, Clyde. Clyde again, Buck, Bonnie, CW.
Buck and Blanche stand watching. Blanche looks fretful. She nudges Buck and whispers to him. Buck whispers something back to her. Meanwhile, Clyde's counting still goes on.
Bonnie, CS, Clyde. Clyde. Huh?
Buck is clearly embarrassed.
Clyde, what about Blanche?
Everyone reacts with stunned amazement at Blanche's nerve in wanting to get her cut. What? Blanche sees she has to rise to her own defense, and she rises to the occasion with spirit and verve. Well, why not? Say I earned my share, same as everybody else. I could have got killed, same as everybody. And I'm wanted by the law, same as everybody. Besides, I could have got snake bit sleeping in them woods every night. I'm just a nervous wreck, and that's the truth. And I have to listen to sass from Miss Bonnie Parker all the time. I deserve mine.
Close on Buck, Date looking at Clyde, his face full of weak smiles and embarrassment at his wife.
Okay, hold your horses. Blanche, you get your share.
Bonnie is livid but says nothing. Clyde, the leader, has decided. CW looks indignant, like a hog who's just been given a bath. Clyde begins counting all over again in near silence.
Married a preacher's daughter and she still thinks she's taking the collection?
Everyone now laughs but Blanche. Clyde continues counting.
Well, don't spend it all in one place now, here.
She'll be doing right well to spend it at all.
Bonnie turns and ambles away from the car. After a moment, Clyde stops counting and moves after her. He's prepared for a fight, stands behind Bonnie's arched back, trying to gauge the degree of hostility.
Bonnie?
No answer.
Look, Bonnie, I've said it and I guess I'll keep saying it before we're through. Blanche is Buck's wife and Buck is family.
He waits expectantly.
She's such a silly Billy.
Bonnie looks plaintively to Clyde.
The family could use some of that money.
Them laws have been hanging around your mama's house till all hours, Bonnie. It's just too risky to go there.
Well, where can we go? We rob the damn banks. What else do we do?
Clyde cannot really answer. Suddenly, CW starts yelling, Clyde! 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 Clyde Finn flinches at the sound. CW comes bounding over as rude as an assault on their sensibilities as he can be. I hear you, CW. This whole heap's gushing oil. We got to swipe bust another set of wheels right away. We won't get anywhere. Look here. He reaches down under the pan of the car and scoops a gooey handful of slick black oil. See? Clyde nods slowly, looks back to Bonnie. He sees he dissolves to the exterior of the suburban street.
A residential neighborhood on a suburban street, a rather well-to-do neighborhood. The camera is up on a porch of a white frame house looking toward the street. On the porch, sitting in the swing in the left foreground, are a man and a woman. She is about 29. He is about 36. He is sitting with his back to us, embracing the woman. They are spooning, making low, loving murmurs. Oh, now, dear.
Sweet thing.
We see in the distance 2 cars parked in the front of the house, his and hers. Suddenly
Oh
we
my
see
God.
another.
Stop.
Stop it.
Steve-O, ska. Ska, 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 ska.
Then the whole gang gets out, ditches the one car, and gets into the parked cars. All the while, the couple on the porch is busy spooning. The car begins to roll slowly into the street. The woman notices. Say, isn't that your car, Eugene?
That's my car. Hey.
The man and the woman run down the front steps and front walk to the second car. They jump in and take off, giving chase.
The interior of the car. The woman is driving. It's her car. The man is furious.
I'll tear him apart. Those punks. Steal the man's car right out from under him. Wait till I get my hands on those kids. Velma, I'm going to show them.
They continue driving, furious. The man cursing and muttering. We see through their windshield the other car away in the distance.
What if they have guns, Eugene?
Well, you better get the police and let them handle this.
Right.
Turn around. Let's get back to town. We'll go get the sheriff.
They are now on a narrow dirt road, and a woman has to execute a U-turn. It takes her about 7 cuts to turn the car around in the narrow space. They start back to town. We cut to the interior of Bonnie and Clyde's car. Buck's looking out the rear window.
They stopped chasing us. Now turn around. They turned around.
Close up on Clyde grinning mischievously. Let's take them. Buck and CW laugh appreciatively at the reversal. Clyde turns the car around. He performs the U-turn in the same narrow space in one swift, smooth, beautiful turn. We cut to the interior of the other car as Velma's looking in the rearview mirror and sees now she is being chased.
Oh, my Lord. They're coming after us.
Step on it, Velma. Step on it.
Close up of the accelerator of Velma jamming it down to the floor. Fade to the exterior of the road, the chase.
Bonnie and Clyde's car gaining on them, and finally overtaking them, coming up and ahead, forcing them to the side of the road. The man and woman's car, terrified, they roll up their windows, lock their doors, and huddle together. The Barrow gang piles out of their car and walks over, having a merry time. They surround the car and press their faces against the window, flattening their features, making menacing gestures at the shaking pair inside. We see this from the point of view of the man and woman inside the car. Clyde pulls out a gun, makes as if to shoot, but he is kidding. They all laugh uproariously, especially Buck, who is delighted with Clyde's prank. All of this we see in pantomime from inside the trap car.
Exterior of the car. Come on, get out. Get out of there, I said. They come on out, hands held high, shaking with fear. They have practically turned to jelly.
Get in here.
They get in and the gang gets in, and 7 people are now jammed inside. Clyde drives, Bonnie next to him, CW next to her. In back, Blanche and then Eugene and Velma sitting on his lap. And then Buck. As will be seen, the reason the Barrows have kidnapped the couple is simply that they wanted company. Living as they do, seeing only each other day after day, they long for diversion and new faces. So the atmosphere in the car will shortly change to one of friendliness and jollity. And it will get progressively more so in the series of cuts which advance the time. As the car starts up at the beginning, however, the man and woman are terrified.
What's your name? I'm Eugene Grizzard.
I'm Velma Davis.
Well, howdy. We're the Barrow gang. There's Clyde driving, and I'm Buck.
The man and woman almost faint. They begin to realize they're not going to get hurt and that the Barrows are friendly to them.
Look, don't be scared, folks. It ain't like you was the law. You're just folks like us.
Yeah, that's the truth. I expect you'd be reading about us. The man and the woman answer simultaneously with what they think is the right thing to say under the circumstances. Yes.
No.
They glare at each other. Yes, Velma, we have to.
Well, you two must be in love, I bet.
Eugene and Velma blush. Get shy for a second. Bonnie smiles.
Well. What you got gonna marry that girl, boy?
We cut down to the interior of the later at the day, still driving, same positions, but some time has elapsed. The atmosphere is now completely convivial, and the captives are enjoying their new friends. As the scene starts, Buck is finishing his joke.
So then she drinks her milk down again, every drop, and she looks over at her son and says, "Son, whatever you do, don't sell that cow."
The couple laughs with great amusement, but everyone else in the car doesn't laugh. This is the 10th time they heard the joke. We cut to the interior of the car, getting on toward evening. All are thoroughly relaxed and chatting.
How old are you, honey? 33?
A look of sudden surprise registers on Eugene's face as we fade to the interior of the car at night. Everyone's eating. They've stopped somewhere along the way. Inside, there is a small world of happiness and fun. Buck is unpacking the food and passing sandwiches and drinks around the car.
Now, I ordered some french fries, didn't I?
Yeah, here you go. Take it easy on those french fries, Velma. Ain't that right, Eugene? This isn't mine. I ordered mine well done. Who's got the other hamburger? Close up on CW. He's already taken a bite of the other one.
Oh, this supposed to be yours?
He extends the bitten burger out to Eugene. That's okay, forget it. Huh, I sure am having a good time. How about you folks? Ain't you glad we picked you up? Hey, maybe y'all ought to join us with us. That idea strikes everyone as being very amusing. Wouldn't they be surprised back home to hear that, Velma?
Yeah, they would. Martha and Bill say if they heard that. What would they say?
Lordy, they throw a fit.
What do you do anyway?
I'm an undertaker.
Suddenly everyone freezes, a shudder, as if the cold hand of death had suddenly touched the occupants of the car. The atmosphere changes to cold, deadly, fearful silence in exactly 1 second. It's a premonition of death for the Barrows, and they react accordingly. Bonnie, especially. Get them out of here. The car brakes to a sudden stop. The rear down is open. The rear door is opened. The man and woman flung out into the darkness. The car drives off into the lonely night. From this point on, the audience should realize that the death is inevitable for the Barrow gang, that it follows them always, that it waits anywhere. It is no longer a question of whether death will come, but when it will come. Exterior woods in the morning. Moving with Clyde, he tears through the brush, snagging his clothes, calling Bonnie's name. Clyde's search is so desperate here that for a moment we might think he is fleeing from something other rather than looking for something. In a moment he emerges onto the road. The car, with CW driving and Buck with Blanche beside him, is patrolling slowly up ahead of him. Clyde spots it and runs toward it. Hold on this angle until he catches up with it and leaps into the running board. Moving shot. Car, morning, Clyde. Now on the running board, his head poked into the car, his face apple red and sweating.
You see anything, Buck?
Buck is shocked at his brother's desperation, but makes no overt comment on it.
Not yet, boy. CW. So, hang on. And nobody
Clyde
saw her
gets
leave or anything, heard anything, CW?
Clyde gets to the point. Gets the point. For the first time, we see Clyde, the leader, helpless as he hangs onto the running board.
Well, where do you think she could have gone? Buck. Jesus, I don't know.
Clyde looks helplessly at his brother, then drops off the running board and continues on foot, running along, scanning the fields, the car, keeping up beside him as he runs, and the truck before both car and Clyde. Angle on car through the windshield reaction shot. Day. Buck turning to Blanche, shrugging his shoulders, speechless.
Reverse angle through the windshield at Clyde, who suddenly seen something, begins gesticulating wildly. From the car's point of view, a little comically. There. He starts running off into a cornfield. Another angle picking up Clyde as he kicks his way into the cornfield, knees pumping high, knocking down the stalks. He stops and picks up the stocking he just spotted, takes it and moves on. Picks up still another angle as Clyde has picked up a freshly beaten trail through the cornfield. He picks up one of Bonnie's scarves now. As he runs on, he clears a knoll, and Bonnie, her yellow hair unmistakable and even at this distance, comes into view. She's far off in the cornfield, stalking off, looking neither right nor left, carrying a brown paper sack that is split from which she has occasionally lost clothing. Clyde screams, "Bonnie!" She apparently doesn't hear. Angle on the cornfield. Clyde gets closer. Bonnie herself suddenly breaks into flight, the paper bag splitting completely, remaining clothes spilling out. There's a real chase where they each try to get the advantage. Clyde is so exhausted from his run that he has real trouble cornering her as they maneuver up and down the rows of corn. Scut, scut, scut. Finally, Clyde catches up. Extreme close-up Bonnie and Clyde. In the day, they tumble into the stalks of corn, mowing them down.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Hey, baby, Bonnie, hey. Oh, now. Where'd you think you were going? Bonnie doesn't answer. Scut, scut, scut.
Up ankle. Point of view, Clyde. As he's momentarily distracted by Buck's laughter, as he's in the cornfield picking up Bonnie's clothing. Clyde waves an impatient, "It's all right" wave. He turns back to Bonnie, who he still holds tightly.
Bonnie, where?
I don't know. You're hurting me. I was just scared is all. And my mama's been on my mind, and she's getting so old.
Well, I mean, though, but
Oh, shit. Hang on a second. My battery's getting low. I forgot to plug in my phone. Damn. Let's see if that's going to hold it. Boy, don't ever leave without saying something. You really scared me, Bonnie. Bonnie, are you
I
there?
was muted. I was muted. Stop.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Bonnie. But I mean it though. I want to see my
Bonnie
mama. Please, Clyde.
Tingles. Bonnie Tingles.
Stop.
Stony
I'm trying to
Baker
read.
MD Tingles. Zombie Queen.
Okay.
Bonnie Tingles.
Get it out of your
Okay.
out of your
I'm
system. You
picking. Go
done?
ahead.
Okay. Thank you, sir. But I mean it though. I want to see my mama. Please, Clyde.
Two shot Bonnie and Clyde. All right, sweetheart. We dissolve to the
Exterior
exterior. Go ahead.
side of the road. Very long shot. Dave. Of 3 or 4 cars parked on the side of the road in Texas. A light rain is falling. There are a lot of people gathered around, but the sound is an indistinct mixture of talk, laughter, etc. There follows a quick montage of cuts which isolates specific moments in the family reunion, thereby implying the entire tone of the proceedings. The sense of family pervades. Montage: Bonnie and mother, Bonnie's mother, an old woman who grabs her and hugs her and cries. Montage: Bonnie, Clyde, a man and uncle, perhaps, stands with Bonnie and Clyde, arms around them both, hugging them to his side tightly. Bonnie and sister. Bonnie's sister hands them a scrapbook of clippings. Here you are. You've been cutting and pasting everything we could find about you in the papers. Well, we've been cutting and pasting. Clyde, Bonnie, Buck, and Blanche all look at the scrapbook. We see a page of it showing newspaper articles with the photographs of the gang took back at the motel.
Hey, look, here's that one I took of you, Clyde. It came out just fine.
Montage. Bonnie, Clyde, Man, Bonnie, and Clyde are posing for a comic snapshot. A silly looking male relative is posing, pointing a gun at them. They have their hands in the air and are grinning broadly. Buck is sitting with a little 4-year-old on his knee, bouncing him up and down and singing. Both are having a fine time.
Oh, horsey, keep your tail up. Keep your tail up. Keep your tail up. Oh, horsey, keep your tail up. Why don't you make it rise?
Montage CW, hand camera.
Like that.
I'm sorry. A hand on camera thrusts a
Lover tingles, Nest lover.
sandwich at CW. He opens the bread to see what's inside, then he eats it. Bonnie and sister. Bonnie sits stock still while her sister gives her a permanent in the back seat of the car. The sister pauses, setting down the curling iron. She strokes Bonnie's yellow hair with her hand as though she were a wild animal that had paused long enough to be petted. Bonnie turns to see her sister's expression. They embrace. Montage, the family picnic, favoring Clyde, Mother and Bonnie. And Clyde, in his best theatrical manner, has been playing host in the sand pile, perhaps using some sort of towel across the arm or around the middle. The party is beginning to break up now as newspaper plates and crumpled napkins are blowing across the sand, and the group is finishing up Eskimo pie.
Where y'all headed from here? I don't know. What y'all got in mind? At this point, we ain't headed anywhere. We just running from it.
Clyde laughs in fine spirits. Bonnie doesn't. Come on down, little Tom. We're going down home, little Tom. Matthew, fetch little Tom. Don't go yet, Mama.
Come here, you little corn roller.
Wide angle as Uncle sweeps up the laughing little Tom. Bonnie turns with increased urgency to her mother, who, having been hefted to her feet by Bonnie's sister, has turned to Clyde, who gives her a big boyish hug. You know, Clyde, I read about y'all in the papers, and I'm just scared. Sugar, make Mama stay a while yet.
Now, Miss Parker, don't y'all believe what you read in the papers? That's the law talking there. They want us to look big, so they'll look big when they catch us.
He knows he stumbled onto the wrong thing, but he bounces right along with it's his style.
And they can't do that. Why, I'm even better at running than robbing banks. Oh, shoot. If we done half the stuff they said we did, we'd be millionaires, wouldn't we, old sugar? And I wouldn't risk Bonnie here just to make money. Well, certain times are. Why, one time I knowed of a job where we could make 2,000 easy. But I saw the lady outside, and I said to myself, why, Bonnie could get hurt here. So I just drove right on and let that money lay.
He waits for a response, as does Bonnie. Bonnie's mother smiles a little abstractly. Maybe you know the way with her? Then I'm just an old woman, and I don't know nothing. She trails off, looking nowhere in particular. Clyde takes her reaction to mean that he's overwhelming her with his confidence and continues to pour it on.
We'll be quitting this just soon as tar times is over. Mother Parker, I can tell you that. Why, me and Bonnie, we just talking the other day, and we talked about when we settle down, get us a home. And Bonnie said, I couldn't live more than 3 miles from my precious mother. Now, how'd you like that, Mother Parker?
Bonnie's mother has undergone a funny sort of transformation during Clyde's speech, as if something had suddenly come into focus before the woman's eyes. Don't believe I would. I surely don't. You try to live 3 miles from me, and you won't live very long, honey. You'd best keep running, and you know it, Clyde Barrow. Bye, baby. She hugs Bonnie, who can barely respond. We move in for a close up of Bonnie as her various relatives, young and old, come by to squeeze, kiss, and hug her with a chirpy chorus of bye, Bonnie, bye, bye, Bonnie, bye, bye.
We dissolve to the exterior of Plot City Motel, Plot City, Iowa, in the day. Hold on the outside long enough to see the unusual structures, two little motel cabins connected by two identical garages, an entirely symmetrical structure. They're inside the bedroom. Bonnie ends the day and she tries, against heavy odds, to file and trim her nails in a corner of the room. The odds are Clyde on the uke, background Buck and Blanche gathered around CW, who sits in the only stuffed chair in the room. Their off screen raucousness is clearly shattering to Bonnie, who at a key moment in the scene ends up spearing her cuticle with a file, spurting a little bored and a lot of temper. Other angle, Clyde, Buck, Blanche, CW. They, a naked light bulb glaring down CW's chest, where a pair of bluebirds have been tattooed with a rocket flourish. Buck and Blanche are vastly amused, rather. Blanche takes delight in Buck's delight.
How long you had it? I just got it. Touch it, honey. Go on.
Blanche squeals with amusement. Buck takes Blanche's hand and places it on the bluebirds.
Oh, no, Daddy, don't.
Fowl digs in her cuticle and Blanche's squeal with barely controlled rage.
What are you all doing?
Interior of the motel bedroom, group shop. Bonnie in the day.
Playing with my tattoo, Bonnie.
Well, why don't you all go play with it somewhere else?
New angle motel bedroom in the day.
What's bothering her?
Not now, Blanche.
What's bothering her, Clyde?
I said go somewhere else.
She picks up first three objects she can find on the dresser and hurls them: ashtray, a Gideon Bible, and a flower pot. Pot goes shattering into the wall and everyone ducks.
Bonnie's hungry, CW. I saw a chicken place a few miles back.
Who all wants to go get some food? Interior of the motel bedroom, group shot day.
I sure do. I'm plenty tired of sitting around here anyway.
You can't drive, honey love. I'll go.
Clyde makes face to Bonnie, pretending there's something going on between CW and Blanche. Bonnie tries to keep from being amused. CW moves out with Blanche. Buck rises to go next door.
What's everybody want?
Just 5 chicken dinners and get something for dessert.
See if they got that peach ice cream.
All finally exit, leaving Bonnie and Clyde alone.
Exterior car and street, dusk. CW and Blanche go out. We go with them. They get in the car and drive off. Buck enters the cabin. Interior motel bedroom, Bonnie and Clyde, dusk. Clyde reaches her, and for a moment both stare with fanatic intensity at each other, Bonnie trying desperately to keep a straight face. They are nose to nose, unblinking. Clyde gives her a big raspberry, waggling his fingers in his ear like a kid. She laughs. I hate you all.
I hate y'all too.
No, I really hate you. She turns away from him, wilts onto the bed. Oh, baby, I've got the blues so bad. Clyde moves behind her, begins to massage her back. There is something very delicate about the way he touches her. It suggests Clyde's sensitivity to her mood rather than any degree of physical intimacy.
Bonnie, is it your mama? What your mama said?
What, mama? She's just an old woman now. I have no mama. Bonnie rolls over on her back. She stares up at Clyde, tears splaying across her face from the move. So funny. I thought when we first went out, we were really going somewhere, but this is it. We're just going, huh? She has addressed this last directly to Clyde, but there is nothing rhetorical about it. It's a real question. Clyde doesn't answer for a moment, then
Do you care about where we're going?
Bonnie clearly finds this hard to say. Not as long as you care about me.
Well, I love you, sugar.
It's the first time he said it to her, and Bonnie is overwhelmed. She wraps her arms around Clyde's middle and snuggles him like a child. Neither we nor Clyde can see Bonnie's face now, and her voice is muffled by his chest. Enough to die with me, baby? 'Cause I think that's where we're going. I surely do. Clyde is both touched and amused by the plea. He strokes her head lightly, really meaning it.
Wherever. We dissolve to the interior of the car. Blanche, her tense and agitated self growing increasingly more so lately, lights a fresh cigarette off the butt of the one she's been smoking.
Sure smoking all the time lately.
So what?
Nothing.
Blanche, sick of it all, drops her head in her hand with a sigh.
Oh, God.
CW looks at her, finally decides to say something that occurs to him.
Why don't you go back home with your papa?
Oh, if I could. If I could just do that one thing. Oh, there's nothing telling why this all happened. I was a preacher's daughter.
When church is your pa affiliated with?
Baptist? Oh, and he thought the world of Buck. My daddy did, even knowing that Buck was serving time in jail. He forgave him for that because he paid his debt to society.
We were disciples of Christ. The interior of a fried chicken cafe. The lunch counter sweeps down the center of the screen. Deputies drinking coffee. In the background at the other end of the counter, by the exit door, Blanche and CW are being handed their order by the counter man.
Hey, CW, I ain't got my money. Give me some, will you?
The deputy turns his head and looks over. CW opens his jacket to reach in his pocket for money. As he opens his coat, his gun is clearly seen tucked in his pants. Close shot deputy, his face tense. Sound of the door closing as CW and Blanche leave.
Get Sheriff Smoot on the phone.
We dissolve to the interior of the Platte City motel room at night. On CW's moonlit chest and face, tattooed bluebirds heaving and occasionally snoring in the night. Behind him, the room is dimly lit by flickering candles that are placed out of sight. Shapes in the room, the bed is gutted, and only the box mattress remains, dresser, lamp, shades, etc. Grotesque in the flickering light. Off screen sounds of Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie giggling and Clyde whispering something we can't quite hear.
Sk, 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 sk.
Appears that something perversely sexual may be going on between Bonnie and Clyde.
Ready?
Oh, Bonnie.
Come on.
Clyde's arm wielding a Tommy gun clears the bed. With muzzle, Clyde knocks the swivel mirror on the dresser overhead, bringing Bonnie and Clyde into view. Sk, 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 sk.
Closer angle mirror, Bonnie and Clyde, night. Bonnie lies stiff as a statue in the on the white mattress, impeccably dressed for her funeral. Candelabras made of empty beer bottles lie at her head and feet. Bonnie's hands and face are powdered with painted a waxen white. She wears a garish silk bow in her hair, which for this occasion, curled like a little girl's. Clyde sits up, beer bottle in one hand, Tommy gun in the other, derby hat cocked, and just a little unsure of the whole thing. He takes a swig. Bonnie stops him, trying terribly hard not to change her position. Lie down now, honey.
Oh, I've done enough.
Angle on mirror of Bonnie and Clyde, night. You have to lie down. It's the only way we can tell what we'll look like together. She giggles again, more than a little gassed herself. Clyde clamps a big cigar between his teeth and abruptly lies down beside her. Clyde is both amused and annoyed. Ima- Imagine that. Oh my God.
What do you think?
Oh God, that's not the right tie.
What?
Can't wear polka dots on an occasion
Well,
like
what
this.
then, Bonnie?
Stripes. Don't go away now. She
She
waves
weaves
her
her
hand
way
over to
over to the dresser. Oh my God. Let's see.
it's your go for it.
She takes a bottle from the swig from the bottle. Holding against her chest. Try it out. She almost falls into him. Clyde steadies her.
Perfect.
She tries to tie it for him. Clearly has trouble with the knot. Okay. We're gonna do this. At least I can tie it myself. Lie down before you fall down. She does, with some play acting. Exaggerated obeisance to Clyde's command, reaching up at the last moment like a zombie, snatching an artificial flower from Blanche's hat, which still lies on the dresser. Clyde lies down now. They look into the mirror again. Is that better, baby?
Much.
This tickles Clyde, despite himself, and he laughs. Bonnie begins to sing to him, forming for both Clyde and her own image in the mirror, like some Whedonish vaudevillain.
Pandora's comment.
Hmm?
Pandora's comment pinned up her.
It
Is it my
is
turn?
funny, isn't it? I guess so. How much more we got to go?
Hell if I know.
I wonder if we're going to end up doing part 3 or not.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Mm.
Hour and a half. And we're on. Where are we? Damn it.
We're at like 91 right now.
Okay. and it's 126. So yeah, part
Mm,
three, part three,
that might be
or whatever
pushing
you want
it
to do.
tonight. Finish tonight. Well, it seems like we've gotten through about the same amount we almost got through last time,
Yeah,
and
we
it
went to 50 last
leaves
time.
and it kind of
Yeah,
leaves the least amount to finish with. So, and that
yeah.
gives us
Let's
another
see.
show too.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just chill for a minute and say hey to everybody, I guess. Did y'all like that?
Hey everybody. Hey everybody.
I mean, I kind of felt like we could continue on, but my neck's getting really stiff on one side, and I don't know why.
He's
And we got Alice in Wonderland rehearsals tomorrow night.
he's an
I
old
don't
man.
know the attention deficit with most people. Is like after about 2 hours, you kind of
Thank
start
you,
drifting
Kim.
off. Stony, hey buddy.
Hey
Thanks for
Stony.
coming in, Liz.
Everybody.
You ready for the show tomorrow? PD, we got Nez out there. Any other cast members in the chat right now?
Burnt Flowers was in
Oh
here.
yeah, Burnt Flowers. Is he still here? He might have went to bed already. Yeah.
Actually, I can sit here and smoke weed for
Yeah,
hours.
probably
Stony.
just part three.
Pendar is in
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Up to you guys. Maybe if you do
Pendar is going
part
to close
three,
out
play
the
part one,
show. I'm
two.
so excited.
Oh, that's a good idea. What she said. Up to you guys. Maybe if you do part three, play 1 and 2 before you do it. Like premiere.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I could do one and you do one. I don't know.
I think I'm a little confused. I'm not sure.
Oh well, duh. Like
Yeah, it's
I
going to be
do
a
part
great
1
show
and you put.
tomorrow too, man. I can't wait. Everybody's kind of primed up and ready to go. Only thing I can think right now is Bimbo
Pendar.
might not be able to make it to play her part, so we may have to fill in. She's had to get some things done. I'm trying to think of any other announcements going on right now. Certainly appreciate all the members of the channel. We've been trying to kind of get that part of the thing going, and everybody's supportive, and just finding that time to come out is much appreciated. Yeah, we got the Mad
There's
Hatter
Burnt
right
Flowers.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's going to be the King of Hearts too. I think he's probably just got a half a dozen lines or so, but I'm not sure how the King's voice is supposed to go with the Queen of Hearts. He's probably quite uh, acquiescing to the Queen, in other words. That's the Scubell Tolls.
What
hey,
time
Johnny.
tomorrow, Scully?
Johnny Tingles is here. Tomorrow is 7 p.m. Central.
It's
Yes.
8 p.m. Eastern, y'all.
Yeah, maybe somebody can
Also,
drop that in chat, like Alice in Wonderland, 7 p.m. Central tomorrow.
I might have to. I come with links.
Shizzle Scully. Pepper Tingles. You rock, Stoney.
Well, I can't do it. I can't post anything from chat.
Oh, okay.
I can put it in back chat for you. Private chat.
I mean, I think I already. No, I don't think I did schedule it yet. Actually, no, I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't scheduled it yet, but that is the time that it'll be. So
that's the February 25th thing. Sorry about that. Never mind. Be there or be rectangle.
Yeah, so tomorrow we have the rehearsals,
thank you,
and then
Stoney.
this Saturday, 4 days later, is going to be the big show. So
yeah. Thank you, Pendar.
And we will have a pardon me, we'll have a private rehearsal Thursday early in the evening if anybody wants to, like any cast member want to come practice and stuff like that. I'm sure Nez and a few people will probably come out and work on their lines.
Hey, Johnny. Just
So,
holler if
so
y'all want to get
Izzy,
into
what do you have going on right now with your channel?
nothing.
Nothing. Okay, well that's
Nothing.
definitely
Never.
something.
Never. Ever do I have anything
For
going
for
on with
all
my channel.
for all the people that don't know you out there that may have just come in, she
They
does
really don't.
nothing.
Nothing.
Listen
Nothing.
to her. I don't do anything.
Nope.
You
All I
kind
do
of
is
do the
talk in the
most
chat.
sometimes. A lot of times you're doing the most. I don't do nothing.
Why do you think I can hang out with you so much? Because I don't do
No,
anything on
we
mine.
all know definitely Izzy is a great storyteller, has a wonderful voice, that Virginia drawl, and she's got a lot of different like background and a lot of different things. So there's lots of stories, and you know I've spoken what I feel like what direction the channel should go, but that's me. So hey Amos,
Yeah, he said you ought to shut your channel down. You just no good.
right?
I'll tell you what you could do with your channel. Thank you, Catlin. I got 101 stories. One is even true.
Amos,
Wow. I could listen to Izzy Pop for the rest of my life. That's because you love me, Kim. Scully's
yep.
got bars.
Her pet giraffe rocks too.
Oh, you don't know about my pet giraffe?
I don't know if I do.
I don't either. I
Y'all been keeping a
remember.
big secret from me, huh?
Hey, look, I remember
How
something
did y'all
about a
do
giraffe.
that?
I don't know. I remember something about a giraffe, and now I don't. Yeah, I remember Johnny. I remember something about. I wasn't drunk. I swear. I do remember a giraffe.
Scuss, cuss, 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 cuss.
Yes, we do,
TWP.
Kevin.
Scuss, cuss, 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 cuss. We need to schedule our live. Kathleen. Is somebody
You
doing a
have to
collab? Did I miss something?
remember. I had a giraffe once. Oh, do
I
what?
see. I see. Kat says we need to schedule our live. And
Yeah, me and her.
oh, y'all gonna do a collab?
Yeah, I'm gonna showcase her again,
Oh, cool,
and
cool.
hopefully she'll read some cards for people,
Yeah,
and
right on.
I could be her co-host. I could say, and the next one up is ta-da!
Nikki, short of my baby plans. Oh, cool.
It's Pitters, Pits Spitters.
Yep.
Slipper Petters.
Gosh, it's a
Okay,
Monday
Sony.
night, huh? Not much going on Monday nights, really.
Scully got the greatest collection of baby giraffe heads on the planet. Yes, I heard. You got the giraffe heads?
Tingles, PD tingles, PD. Ness lover. How's all the paintings looking, Nez? She's gonna have all the paintings for the show, and we'll have a giveaway. It's gonna be intermission and stuff. So
I'm supposed to win Cheshire Cat.
it's cool. Have y'all seen the
6.
Cheshire Cat that Nez painted? It's really cool.
Good night, Kim. I'm glad you
Thank
hung
you,
with
Kim.
us.
Tuck
Group
it
up.
in. Tuck it in.
You didn't know about that, Nikki. It's called Pop Rocks. Tingle Pop Rocks.
Yeah, we're working on merchandise for that. Right, Izzy?
Yeah, I guess. Not just, yeah, $2.99 each or
Pop
three
Rock
for $5.
merchandise.
It's because of Pindar too.
Not
Let her get
sponsored.
out. Sponsored by Pindar. Sounds like Pennzoil, motor oil.
Jolly
Sponsored by
good
Pindar.
shoe.
Jolly good shoe. A little bit of Ed Sullivan in the house. Jolly good shoe. Jolly good shoe. You didn't know I
Let's
knew
see.
that, did you, Sony?
No.
Pop Rock gives back. Look at Pindar. Ready, go, Pindar. Pop Rocks gift bags. Oh Lord. Yeah, Pandora, you really got the tongues wagging on the Pop Rocks, and I mean that literally. Ha ha. Jolly good hole. What is it?
There's Clyde with the
Sody.
skull and Bonnie with the cat.
And if you do it like this,
I tried to do some.
no,
Oh yeah, you can do it. I tried to make
we
some
were.
Bonnie and Clyde steampunk figures, but that kind of came out
See
weird.
if you take this one off. Yeah. See,
Yeah, that looks cool
this is right
too.
there. Make
Mm-hmm.
me do stuff.
Looks good.
When Scully whispers, that's when I must depart. Good night to all. Oh, Amos. Oh, Amos. I love you.
Oh, Amos. Hey, Pumpkin.
You need to put that.
Watch out,
Do I
Amos.
need
You
to go
get
to the finish?
hobbled.
Yes. Yes, you will. There will be
It's
hobbling.
Queen
Look,
Hobbler, Annie Wilkes.
Queen Hobbler. Don't you
Yeah.
forget it. It's gonna hurt. Nom nom
Make
nom
some hot
nom.
spice cider. Nom nom.
They have footage of the ambush. Stony.
Yeah. Good.
I don't know what Sony's talking about.
Halton Z, motherfucker.
Hammer
Halton
time.
Z.
I know about hammer time too.
Hammer time.
MC Hammer. All right, I'm gonna drop down and let you.
Yeah,
finish.
we're gonna go ahead and end it. I think I'm just excited right now and need to chill
I
and
love
get
you
ready
guys.
for tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.
I turn music on.
We really appreciate what y'all do with your time and coming over here and interacting, and thank you so much. And
Thank you,
y'all,
mods.
Catlin,
Thank you,
Naughty
Catlin
Nikki,
and
Stony, everybody.
Pendar.
Forgive me if I missed anybody.
And yeah, can't really tell.
Okay.
I can't tell back here. But thank all of y'all.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and end, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central for Alice in Wonderland. Looking forward to it. And one more thing, don't forget to buckle your seatbelts because it's quite the ride. And we'll see you on the other side.